Good morning and Merry Christmas. Today is Christmas 2025. I was hoping to make an update video about the reading the Bible backwards. And like I promised, I made um, basically just a little, like a visual thing here for you to read along. This one's in Spanish and this one is in English. Um, every once in a while I'll come across a verse that it almost perfectly looks like it's supposed to be read backwards. It's interesting. So this is one of those. And it says in Spanish, Cristal el como diáfana jaspe, de piedra como preciosísima, piedra como resplandecía, Dios de gloria la brillaba. Este es versículo 11 de capítulo 21 en Apocalipsis. Crystal, as clear as jasper, like stone, precious. A like sparkled, and God of glory, thou with shown it. Verse 11 of chapter 22 in Revelations. I just realized y'all probably can't read this, so if you want to read it, go ahead and hold your device, if you can, if it's on a device that you can do that with, up to the mirror, and you'll be able to read that. But yeah, so this is an update about reading the Bible backwards. And you want to do that word by word. And a couple days into the experience, Jesus was like, here's a good way to do that. And there were a few different options, and I was like, I'll take that one. And it's basically the idea that you're going to go for the most difficult complications, the most affected areas, so to speak, and you'll bring the solutions to those most affected areas first. And that's what we're doing. Well, what I'm specifically choosing to do. And don't get me wrong, it's not necessarily been a fun experience. It's almost like we haven't actually been reading from the Bible backwards. But he did warn me, saying that this particular choice is going to be that way, and it's going to stay that way for about almost a month, not a whole month even, before you can see that this is actually having an effect. And then you can see the effect just gently, but then after that, it will, very rapidly start to demonstrate that it is making a very dramatic alteration in the disturbing suffocation of options for people to do things. And it's affecting people of every um, every single kind of person, any human, any, if there's a being that has skin, hair, a body with two eyes and two legs, that walks and talks and, you know, lives like a human being lives, even if it's in a wheelchair or what have you, it needs to, there's going to be some kind of a consistency, for health, something that will be stable and that can stay secure for health, to just continue and have food and shelter and, things that are needed for just living and being healthy. And that's it. That's all that this weird whatever it is won't allow even people that are not religious to do that. It's ridiculous. So, and it's, I don't know if you guys have like been like um politically educated or what. I don't quite understand the whole like wording of the ideas, but basically the way I was raised was that if you pay attention close enough, even in um, vague, like if you just watch popular movies, you can understand that there is a phenomenon happening, that there's a trend, is what we would call it, that you can follow along with and understand. Oh, that means that this is important. And basically, it's that things in the South are affecting the whole country, of course, which makes sense. And that the capital of Texas is a very enormous focal point of that idea. And it's not necessarily the reason that I moved here, but it does affect my life dramatically. So that's a lot to do with that. But of course, we have a very enormously gracious and very unlimitedly powerful creator, our God. So I'm not worried. We're all going to be fine. And, seek his knowledge, and you'll also be just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Name of Jesus, y'all. Enjoy your holiday.